Welcome to my Breathwork Challenge journal. This is day 2 of holotropic breathing. So let me ask you, do you want to have more energy to get you through the day? Do you want to be more productive in your work? And do you want to feel calmer and in control when stress happens? If you've answered yes, then I strongly encourage you to follow along with this journey of my experiences using breath work. And at the end, I might have a surprise for you. Back to day 2. So today there were 2 sets of holotropic breathing for 3.5 minutes each set. And then there was a hold at the top for 1 minute and 30 seconds and a hold at the bottom for about 20 seconds. Now I have to say, I find holotropic breathing much easier to do than the euphoric breathing that I was doing in week 1. I found with holotropic breathing, my breathing was much faster than the guide. My mouth was dry, but not as dry as it has been in the past. I only found that I had to pause to kind of swallow and run my tongue over my lips just a couple of times, and then it was much easier and quicker to get right back into the breath work. So overall, things are getting easier. Now the first breath hold, which if you've been following along, you will know that this is something that I am challenged with. The first breath hold was 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I was actually amazed at how much easier it's becoming. I was really tense at the start of the breath hold, probably because I've struggled with it in the past. And I did struggle. The idea with the breath hold is you hold the breath, but you then kind of relax with it. And I've really struggled to grasp that concept and push air into my stomach. But it has got easier. I still think there's a long way to go, but it was much easier to still hold my breath while my body was relaxing and not be all tensed up, which I think contributed to the fact that I was able to hold it for longer. I got to about 1 minute and 25 seconds. So I was, oh my gosh, so nearly there, just 5 seconds out. And the buzzing throughout my whole body, my skin, all the hair on my arms and everything was just, it was kind of as if I was electrified. It is truly amazing. Now the second set of breath work was even easier. And the 3 minutes and 30 seconds that the breath work for that set, it just whizzed by. I was totally into it. I don't know what it was that was different about today, but my mind didn't wander as much. I was able to focus totally. When it got to the second hold, and the second breath hold, it's holding at the top for 1 minute 30 and then holding at the bottom for about 20 seconds. And I've struggled previously with holding at the bottom. Today I managed to get to 15 seconds when I've breathed out and then holding the breath. Now I know that doesn't sound much. And for those of you that may be experienced with breath work, you'll think, oh my gosh, this is nothing. For me, on my journey, it's something to celebrate. And I feel incredibly energized, ready for the day. And I've been struggling. I was on a conference all last week, which meant very early mornings. And I won't bore you with all the details. And to say that this week I've really struggled to get back into my routine, back into practicing the breath work, doing the habit of drinking a glass of water, doing some breath work and doing a meditation. I've really struggled with all that. And I am getting back into it. And today I feel energized again and eager for the day ahead. So if you want to continue and following along with this journey, why don't you tap into this video next to see what happens.